Hello YouTube friends. I can't find my new title picture. Never mind. It's Wednesday today. It's just coming to a close, but this video is all about everything I've done today. I started the day like I start most days with some wheatgrass juice and ginger, and this time I put some cucumber in it as well. Sometimes I put different things in. It makes it taste a bit more palatable. It's pretty medicinal really. I don't have it because I like it. It's good for me. There goes the ginger. Just an ordinary Wednesday. I'm going to make some oats now. These are the oats I got when I went to the watermill the other day at Little Salkeld. Always there's a cat. So the recipe, very simple. 1 part oats, 2 parts water. I just have the kettle boiled there. And a pinch of salt on a very low heat. And just leave that for ages. And then, as I say, this is pretty medicinal, down in one. Oh, not very tasty really. So while the porridge is cooking, my neighbour is on holiday. And I've been feeding her cats. And her cats are 2 of my kittens. So every day I've been going down here first thing in the morning and last thing at night to feed them and let them out for the day. Morning, boys. Hello. Hello, Harry. Hey, Thomas. Oh, let's get you some food. She'll be back tomorrow. There's the other one. Let's just fill your dried food up, shall we? There you go, boys. So then I got back, and of course all my cats wanted feeding. Sadie was there already. Prudence put in an appearance pretty soon, but Rita and Norma were outside somewhere. I think Rita was just on the windowsill. Here she comes. Norma was nowhere to be seen. Ah, there she is. Come on. You just see her tail in the background. I feed her on the floor because she's 17.
Yes,
and she can jump up there. But it's a bit of a scrum up there with the 3 younger cats.
Here you go.
So I put her food down on the floor for her.
There you go.
So that was the cats fed. Now it's the goose and the hens. I've been letting the goose, I've been leaving her gate open and letting her have free range. Oops, all around the garden. She likes to eat the grass. So I feed them inside and outside. And then of course you. Bless her. And then I fill up this part of there was only 2 eggs this morning, but it was still quite early. So I think, you know, when I went down later on, there were probably some more.
Thank you. And Clara, got any escape plans today?
Clara, bad hen. It's a windy old day. It's cold too. Poor old hens. Oh, she's all right though. So that's the cats fed and the poultry fed. But then there's the wild birds to feed. These coconut shells, my dad bought a huge box full of them and gave half of them to me. And so I'm getting through them bits at a time, but mostly I just feed seeds and peanuts. And they love them. I think that was everybody fed now. I think so. Just me to feed then. When I make the wheatgrass, it's a good idea to wash the juicer up straight away. It does get a bit smelly if you don't wash it at once. So that's been on the go for about, good half hour or more. It's absolutely delicious. It's a little bit of creme fraiche that I put on there. A little bit of maple syrup.
What is it, Norma?
And then this next thing is a ground up mix of seeds, linseed, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds and pumpkin seeds. So I was just having a quick look. I'm going to plant some garlic. So I was looking at the seed catalogue for some garlic. But then I got in the car because I had to drive to Allendale, to the post office. Because, rather wonderfully, people had been buying things from the shop and I wanted to go to the post office to post them. So I drove out of the farm. It's about 4 miles to Allendale. Went through Catton there. Village, the first village you come to. I've actually edited so much of this out. It was an hour and a half of video that I've edited down, and there was a good 10 minutes I edited out here because I met a friend walking along the road, and I stopped the car and we had a good old chat. So I kept the camera running, but I edited all of that out. So come through Catton now, and then almost straight away, coming into autumn colours are lovely, aren't they? You come into Allendale, about another half a mile. So here's Allendale now. Just a little town, really. In fact, I'd say it was a village. But they do like to think of themselves as a town. It's really tiny, though. It's definitely a village. And this is where the post office is. So I stopped here. I also went into the little co-op here. Bought a few bits and pieces. And then I got back, and this is the very last of the tomatoes in the polytunnel. And I picked every single one of them. Some green now still, and I sorted them all out into green and not quite red, ones that I was going to eat in the next day or two, and then ones I was going to make into passata. And the red and the not quite ripe ones and the green ones, I made them into chutney. I didn't really want to. I mean, green tomato chutney, does anybody actually like green tomato chutney? Oh, I don't know. I put loads of lovely things in. There's some dates in there, some raisins, brown sugar's going in next. Very edited, this video, very edited. some chili flakes, not too many, Kate. Some, what are they? Mustard seeds. And then I was measuring out the vinegar. That's gone in there now. Salt and pepper. Raisins, dates. Those are nice. They make it nice and gooey. And then the super quick chopping of the tomatoes and the onions. And that's just been cooking all afternoon. And that's the passata. I'll mix that up and do something or other with it. And then Rocky, the feral cat. He came in the daytime today. He never does that. He came in the daytime. I almost never see him when it's light. So I put his food on the windowsill and propped the iPad up. But he was still pretty nervous, look. I went well away. I was unpacking the dishwasher, I think. Poor old Rocky. Look how tense he is. He's not relaxed, is he? I don't usually make him eat his food. Oh, there he goes. I put his food back outside again. He doesn't actually like being indoors. He's never ever let me touch him even. He looks a mess, doesn't he? Okay, next thing I did after feeding Rocky, I've got some television sewing on the go. And these are some scraps and bits and pieces of Liberty. I was doing some Liberty sewing a couple of days ago, and before I put it all away, I just put some of it through this Sizzix machine, which is it's a little hand-operated thing that cuts very accurate hexagons, or any shape, whatever shape you've got the die for, and you just whiz it through there. And what happens is it presses it against a blade that's on that black pad there, and out it comes, and you get some very accurate hexagons. And then I've already cut the paper hexagons with a smaller cutter, and this is my box of hexagons. And I'm just, it's, as I say, it's television sewing, just loads of different colours. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. And there's Rocky again, and Rita, lovely and warm inside and well fed and cared for, and poor old Rocky out there looking such a proper mess. And then it's evening now. I've just put this little bit on the end here, and I'm just hand stitching. It's paper piecing. It's called English paper piecing, if you're not sure about it. And it's you sew the fabric onto the accurate paper templates, and that's me done. Thank you very much for watching my Wednesday. Bye now. See you next time.